Good morning, class. So, this is our history class. So, our fourth chapter, Tribal Depots and the Vision of the Golden Age, was going on. Students, more than half chapter we have covered. So, where we come to know that what type of the life the tribal people were leading in the forest and all, how they were totally depending on the forest and all, and what impact was there on their life after the arrival of the Britishers. Okay, so we have discussed so many. You can see here one map is given here with where I told you what kind of uh, tribal people are living in our India. So, what is the today's topic? Today's topic is forest law and their impact. As we know that, you know, uh, British people started controlling over the forest and all. Okay, initially whatever the tribal people were there, okay, they were engaged in what kind of activities? They were engaged in jhum cultivation, right? Jhum cultivation. Some were hunter gatherers, some were herded animals and all. Okay, so some took to settle cultivation and all. And later on what happened, uh, whatever the chiefs of these tribals were there, what happened to them after the arrival of colonial rule? We have all these things done already. So today we will talk about forest laws and impact. What does mean forest laws? These laws were started by the Britishers. Okay, after when the Britishers started these laws, what was the impact of all these laws on the life of you know who were living in the forest? Yes, tribal people. Okay, what was the impact of all these laws on the life of the tribal people? As we have seen, the tribal people were totally depending on the forest and its produce. Okay, so changes in the forest law had a considerable effect on their life. What the Britishers has done? The Britishers had declared the forest like a reserved property, where without the Britishers' permission the tribal cannot enter, they cannot use the forest produced by their according to their own wish and all. So this was going on. The new forest law declared forest as the state property. The Adivasis, even though original residents of the forest, were prohibited from practicing shifting cultivation, right? There were also restrictions on the collection of the forest produces, right? Cutting trees, hunting, and so on. So all these activities was banned by the Britishers, right? So in some areas the tribal were even not allowed to stay in the forest also. Often for their convenience, the colonial ruler allowed the tribals to stay in the forest and use them as cheap labor. So, for instance, what happened? Bagas were employed as forest guards and fire watches, right? So, this had considerable impact on the lifestyle of the tribal people. Since the tribals considered the forest and its produce as their belongings. Okay, so they protested against the law of British. Why they protested? Because the Britishers, because whatever the or whoever the tribal people were there, they were the permanent, or we can say that they were the worthy residents of the colonial. From the starting they were living there, but after the arrival of Britishers, whatever their rights were there, if we talk about the administrative right of their chiefs and all, the life of normal people belonging to the tribals, that all rights has been taken away from them by the uh, colonial rule or British people. But now the problem is erasing when the people were moving or shifting from one place to another place because their life was not possible. Okay, so for surviving their family they were moving from one place to another place, so now there was problem erased. What was that problems? Now the Britishers were not getting any kind of labor because they had started timber business there, cutting the trees and all other activities were also there, all other works were also there, had to be done. So for that the Britishers were in great demand of laborers or labors. So why? Because they were, we all know that first railway track was established in India in 1853. Okay, so they were for all these railway sleepers and and to transport logs and all, they were in need of great labors. But now the whatever the tribal were not there, they were moving from one place to another place. So what they decided, the Britishers decided they would give zoom cultivators a small patch of lands, okay, in the forest, and allow them to cultivate these on the condition that those who lived in the village would have to provide labor to the forest department. Means now forest department was controlling, we can say that controlling all the activities whatever was going on in the forest and all. Okay, so forest department established forest village to ensure a regular supply of cheap labor. Means they were providing small patches of land to the tribals and all. Why they were? Because they wanted, they should be there, they should be at one place so that they can get labor from their side. So next you can see here, so in this we can say that we have seen the tribal people's life was in great danger. So they were not satisfied whatever practices or new policies has been started by the colonial government or British government. So that's why in 1906 or 1906 in Assam, okay, Sangam, the revolt started, okay, and the forest satyagraha of the 1930 in the central provinces it was started. Why it was started? By whom? By the tribal people, because they were fed up whatever exploitation has been done by the Britishers and all, because they were not allowed to the tribal to do their work without their own independently. Now they cannot do anything. Okay, so they were forced to leave the forest to go and to move to another place. So that's why all tribal people were fed up, and we can say that. So the revolt of Sangam in 906 in Assam and the forest satyagraha of 1930 in the central provinces was started. So this was all about how the whatever the revolt was started against the Britishers, why these revolts were started by the tribal people against the Dikus. Against the Dikus mean against the British rule, against the colonial system. Okay, so that was about forest law and their impact. Okay, so next topic we will discuss tomorrow. So till then, take care, keep learning, and stay safe, stay home.